Yo guys, what's good? Stephen Hamlin. This is the fourth time I've tried to record this, right? Not even the fourth, the fifth, right? Because of interruptions or me forgetting what the video was all about. This is Lewis Capaldi. Well, my experience in Lewis Capaldi, which I mean is some experience. I'm gonna go from a kinda news-oriented channel to like a 33%, 33%, 33%. And a bunch of different directions, and I'll save 1% for just random bits. 33% animation, 33% news, specifically UK and international, mainly UK though. And the third bit is gonna be stories, and this is one of those stories because I went to Lewis Capaldi, who played down in a little town near Yorkshire called Scarborough. Now, if you're wondering why I said like Yorkshire, that's because that's how all of them talk. You got it? You got it? You good? You good? Okay, so let's continue. I'm a Glaswegian. Lewis Capaldi's a Scot. So I was there like, this bro is my jam. He's played there twice this year. He mentioned that a good few times in between songs. There was 3 people that played. I got to see 1.5 of those. That was before Lewis Capaldi. He was 4th. He was a big main guy. So I got to see 2 whole acts and half an act, right? I don't know who the half an act's name was. And the act just before Lewis Capaldi, right? The big act, I didn't even know who it was, but he was jamming, he was bouncing, he was good. Anytime I jump, by the way, right? I always turn to the people behind me now. Sorry. I just like music. Because I felt like I was not, right? I was doing my casual jumping like I do in my room, right? And every single time I jumped, it was like boom. Oh no. I've probably ruined so many people's videos. In any video as well, I probably looked so mad with it. No, I didn't underage drink. No one underage drank. Stop assuming that. I do not drink. I do not condone drinking. Do not drink any alcohol. Good West Girl weekend though. I'm joking. I don't drink. I'm underage. Don't. Just don't. That's my only word. Now let's walk away from this situation and continue on with Capaldi. I had a great time there, right? He was good. But honest to God, the amount of people I talked to was insane. I probably talked to more people than I fell on. And I fell on no one. So that means I at least had to have talked to one person, right? Everyone in the media vicinity and some of the people just walking by me to get to their friends, we always struck up a conversation. Either one of the people in my group of 6 started it, and it was me and 5 responsible adults that were really responsible. We were all responsible. Nobody drank. It was a drink-free zone. I seen a video about my experience of Lewis Capaldi down in England. Now we were only there for 24 hours, right? Roughly. It was 12 hours. It was 6 hours there, 6 hours back, 12 hours with some amount of time going to Lewis Capaldi, the rest going to a tent. Right. First we had to drive down. That was 2 hours longer than what it should have been. It went from 4 hours to 6. And that was going to be the same time for the way back. Luckily for the way back, I was in the back of the truck, the comfier bit. But on the way there, I was in the front. It was me and the driver who were in the front. The driver being my dad. What a godsend. He drove there and back. 12 hours of straight driving with a lot of water. A lot of water in his... he was probably hungover. Well, not hungover, but he was probably very not first. He probably had a mild migraine from all the loud Lewis Capaldi music, as well say. Yeah, no, so we got shouted to the tent lady, paid what we owed, and left. Simple as that. Apparently we were too loud, which I mean, I went to bed straight after 10, right? So it clearly wasn't me. The 3 girls, because there's 3 gals, 3 guys. I was one of the 3 guys, you wouldn't believe it. Ooh, I have a belly button. Trying to show that's hard. I feel like an old man. Back in my day, we didn't have Lewis Capaldi. Lewis Capaldi. Yeah, no, he was okay. He was a good guy. He did look drunk, or high, or both. He just looked tired, right? Like I was, after consuming so much water. But you got that water splash, right? Oh, splash, yeah. Anyway, so Lewis Capaldi did all the good stuff, did all the songs, and we left. We took a nice little car ride back, because all the taxis were booked, and it would have took us 45 minutes to get there. We would have missed half the show. We did miss half the show. We would have only been able to see maybe or maybe even a whole Lewis Capaldi show, right? If any taxis, if we got a taxi, we would have left the tent at 8, and we went glamping, right? Although this was hardly glamping, this was more like nightmare camping, man. There was holes in the tent, for crying out loud. Right, there was a giant bit of tape holding the tent together, and it constantly needed tightening. It was just not good, right? And this tent lady, after demanding a bunch of money, because apparently we ruined the tent, even though we had to pay for duvets, right? That's not a... You clearly don't have enough money coming into your business if you're charging for duvets. And it wasn't like, oh, it's just £1 a duvet. It's £4 for that night. So obviously we all chipped in. We paid £12 for 3 duvets on 3 double beds, two double mattresses and a double bed. Let me get this straight. So you're wanting 6 of us in a small tent to all sleep together with only 1 bed and 2 double mattresses, right? That's a bit rough. So obviously we said the married ones get the bed, because 2 people came down to get married. My mum, my dad. Bingo. Everybody else, the 2 guys on one side, the 2 gals on the other. Simple. Yeah, it was actually. We all knew what sides we were on. We all put our clothes at our sides, excluding married. They just flung their clothes wherever. And then I crashed out after getting back from Lewis Capaldi. Simple yet effective. This video is clearly not an true representation. The ride home was fun. I'll say that, right? I got sleep on the ride home as well. 10 minutes before I was annoyed by the guy that wasn't my dad, because my dad was the designated driver. So the guy that wasn't my dad, by the way, we're all related, decided it would be a good idea to talk to me the whole way back. And then he wanted to sleep for 45 minutes on the way back, right? By this time we were already in Glasgow. So I stopped him from sleeping. After all the 3 in the back and the 3 in the front, because there was 3 seats in the front and 4 in the back. It was a minibus. It was a really good minibus. Right? We all decided, you know what, we're gonna do this. And all this chilled, really. We dropped one person off at one house, then we dropped the other person off at the other house, and then me, my mum, dad, and one other person went to our house to crash. Mainly because this other person came from Aberdeen, and their boyfriend was there they were there for a day, right? They didn't sleep with us, they had the hotel. But I mean, we all went back to our house, and the Celtic game was the next day. So then I woke up and Celtic won. I think it was 2-1 or 2-0. I've forgotten. 2-0. No. Vesta's no, right? Because 2-0. That was the score. We also watched a bunch of other games. Went out, did some shopping, and generally just had a chill day. Anyway, that was my experience in Lewis Capaldi. It was really good. Really bouncing, and I got to talk to a lot of people. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. And hopefully you enjoy my next one, which is going to be politics or animation. What like a bunch of sequences, storytelling, politics, animation. Next time I should just end